Now, let's get this show cracking.
I ain't mad at it. Connie, what's good, man? My resident Floridian.
Oh man, you know how we do it, man. Florida living, Florida getting. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah?
I'm trying to find a phrase for Florida, but cause like we have a stigma called the gunshine state. I do not like that.
The gunshine. That's
we're the gunshine state. I don't like that.
I've never heard that before. That's crazy.
I thought it was just the sunshine.
If you live in Florida, and
it makes sense.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I get why. I just didn't know. You know what I mean?
No, it's just been a saying that we had for so long, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing that.
So you know the number two, just because we're talking about Florida. Did you know the number 2 scoring in women's basketball plays for a Florida team?
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. No, we gave. Wait, hold on. We gave somebody flowers. Or 2 weeks ago or last week. No, yeah, last weekend when we did the pre-show, we gave Jessica Jones or Jasmine Jackson. She had 45 points in the first game. Bruh,
monster.
I was like, you are a GOAT without being a GOAT, bro. What's going on? What's going on in college basketball now, son?
I'm shocked that's coming out of your mouth.
Ain't that crazy?
I was
saying that. I was gonna let it keep going,
bro. You know I watched the performance live, and then I went from watching the performance live to talking about it all over ESPN. I'm just like,
Bob.
Hey man, you can't argue with it. Look, and talking about amazing things going on. We're gonna jump into this thing right off the bat. Now, the streak did get stopped last night. Golden State Warriors. I think Steph had something to prove. The last time he played the Phoenix Suns, he put up 12 points. I think he went like 5 for 21. It was ugly, but I assumed that this team was going to come back and beat them. That I think 20 plus points. I did not think that. Didn't see it. But as we were talking about pre-show, me and C were talking about the second half. Second half of that game was absolutely crazy. Now, before the streak was broken, they won 18 straight, tied for the best record in the league with the Golden State Warriors after they beat them that game. Did anybody expect this from Phoenix? I understood that we saw them in the NBA Finals, but did we expect them to rattle off 18 this early in the season? And I mean, with everything else going on in the league, with the Lakers being 12-12, and other teams really just trying to find their footing and find their chemistry. This is a team who went to the finals last year, brought back most of its people. Chris Paul is leading that. He's top 5 in the MVP race right now. The dude is an absolute monster. But let's be real here. Did we expect this from the Phoenix Suns? I'm gonna say, Connie, let me see what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, look, I want to say no, but I say yeah, because here's the thing, man. You got a team that just came off of a finals appearance. People were gonna call it like a fluke, but like, I mean, because everybody was hurt or whatever.
Yeah,
so everybody there has something to prove. So to me, I think, man, this is expected, man. They were already a team to watch out for anyway. Back in the bubble. So you know what I'm saying? Like they came into the bubble undefeated. You know what I mean? Even though they were beat up the whole entire year, they said,
they left the bubble.
I mean, they left the bubble undefeated. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I expect. So, and they always do well around this time too. So I you know what? I give it to them. Let's give them their flowers. Something I expected.
You in this flowers? I don't know why you like giving
I want to give people flowers.
I don't like flowers. Don't ever give me flowers. Okay.
I'm gonna send you some flowers. See, be like, yo.
She gonna send them back.
Right.
From your little bro. From your little bro. And we'll send it with a Celtics jersey too.
Oh, that's a disrespectful statement, sir.
Make sure it's like Larry Bird. KG.
Any classics, yeah.
Old school Celtics basketball. None of that.
You don't need no Jason or Jalen. You know what I mean?
You can give me Jalen. You can give me Jalen because he has my favorite number.
I like it. Now,
yes.
Now look, I would call bull on your comment, Connie. But however, you did mention.
No, you
listen.
Can't.
Let me finish.
All right.
Let me finish. Jesus.
You know.
I started with I would call it bull. I would call bull on it. However, you did mention the Phoenix Suns at the beginning of the season. Run back the tape. on the Huddle Up. I think it was, matter of fact, it was the first episode of the Full 94 this season that we talked about what we're expecting what teams to do. So I respect your statement. You stuck with them, and they rattled off 18 wins after losing last night to the Golden State Warriors. They went 18 straight. So I didn't expect 18 straight. I expected this team to be good, but this is not what I expect. See, what you thinking about 18 straight games?
I didn't think it was going to be 18 straight.
For sure.
Last year, they went to the finals, and then they choked. So
up to
I wasn't expecting them to come back and win 18 straight. And they're going to be dominant. Chris Paul is the point guard, and he showcased that the last time they played the Warriors.
I think he's averaging like 10.1 assists right now. It's crazy.
But I didn't think they were going to come back and play with this type of chip.
Yeah.
To win 18 straight. And I think losing last night is just going to fuel them even more.
Oh, for sure. Now it is coming out that Devin Booker is going to be out for a few games. He has I want to say ended up being maybe like a thigh bruise or something of that nature for the injury itself. But I mean, even just anybody who's been knocked in the thigh knows that thing ain't no joke because you can't run. You're not explosive as you want, and you feel that pain when you're trying to be explosive. So, speaking of Devin Booker being out, the question now becomes: we understand the respect that Chris Paul gets. The point guy, you just said it yourself, see, he's got that name. He's had that name. Top 5 MVP voting, 10.1 assists right now. The question for me, I want to ask you guys, does Devin Booker get the respect that he deserves? Does he get the respect of a superstar or anything of the sorts? As we'll go Connie real quick. Does he get his flowers as much as he should? Devin Booker has been absolutely amazing. We understood that he was a scorer, but what he has been able to do aside Chris Paul, and that speaks to anybody who is a dominant scorer. Or like I would say this for Jason Tatum. He is a scorer. He's a one-on-one player. You get a solid pass first floor general and a point guard. Jason Tatum could eat and be amazing. I really think that's possible. I don't think that's Dennis Schroeder because we tried that last year and we let him go. So I want to say, does Devin Booker get the respect that we feel he deserves as a scorer on a team that just came off the finals and is still putting up, I think, 20? It was 23, 5 and 5 the last time I checked. I mean, does he get the flowers that he deserves right now and where he is in the NBA in his career? See, what you think?
No.
I didn't even
no.
He deserves it. I believe that he deserves it, but is he gonna get it? No. And I feel as though if they would have performed better in the finals and then came back and win this 18 wins, then he would get his respect. But I think the finals played a lot to his respect. Yeah.
Yo, see, I want you to think about something real quick because you said no real fast, and I was like, you know what? I know why, because I think it's deeper than that. See, think about it like this: what comparing him to Melo, and then comparing him to like comparing him to like a Chris Paul, comparing him to like a Luka, even a Trae Young or somebody. These guys they score at will. These are the guys that score at will. What's different from them? They're flashy. They're flashy. Even with your boy, let's take it up a notch. The King, we got the King himself, LeBron James.
Yeah,
he's flashy. He's a dominant player. He's not flashy, bro. You'll see Book score. Book just score. You know what I mean? You'll see Book do something. He just scores.
He's a shooting.
He doesn't have a signature. You know what I'm saying? Melo at least be like, you know what I'm saying? Or he'll do something crazy behind back, pass or something. Or you know what I'm saying? He'll fake somebody out. Nah, Book is going to score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah,
his name leaves me.
Who's he play for?
Man, the Clippers, man. The
Paul
other
George?
half. Nah, Paul George.
Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi, even with Kawhi, when he has big moments with his scoring. I mean,
he's emotionless.
That's his draw. That's his draw, right? Yeah. That's his draw. So like draw. In my mind, I'm like, all right, well, if that's his draw, like, bro, we could, he got a draw. I don't think Book is boring. You know what I'm saying? He just scores. He doesn't do anything unique. The last time he did something unique was in the bubble. You know what I mean?
He's the scoring version of the San Antonio Spurs.
He is the scoring version. So no one's looking at him. No one's like, oh, he's done a great. He's not doing anything. Even Steph Curry. He's shooting from the doggone paint.
He don't need to do nothing. I said Steph Curry shot feet for itself. You don't gotta do nothing.
Bro,
the dude's an absolute monster, bro. Like,
he would shoot the ball and start running up the court, and the ball hasn't even touched the doggone rim yet. I mean, literally in the net. He just all right.
I was literally about to show that. I was literally about to show this. Look, this is my
Remember that game when he scored like 45 against Boston, but they still lost.
Yeah,
that's when he had fire. That's when Devin Booker wanted to. I guess I felt like once he got his name out there. And once they seen that he was a scoring machine, he was like, all right, I'm going to get back to me.
I'm good.
You know, I think that's okay.
That's the Flash that you're talking about.
Yes.
For my people who are looking, that's Steph Curry. The ball is still in the air.
Everybody paying attention.
He's pointing to the – look, you got to see this. He's pointing to the crowd. The ball's still in the air.
It's going in.
That's my screen. Like, bro, I love, but when you talk about that Flash, is exactly what you mean. So I think when we look at it in terms of people who watch the average basketball fan won't give Devin Booker his respect, right? Because they don't know about him. Maybe they don't see Phoenix games. Maybe they just know he puts up points and that's it. But to true basketball fans and the NBA players themselves, Book has the respect. We understand it and we see it. But I think what happens, though, is that we knew he was a scorer, and even them going into the NBA Finals last year, I think what the problem is you're kind of getting the Steph Curry effect, right? Kevin Durant comes to the Golden State Warriors. Was he the best player on the Golden State Warriors? Yes. Steph Curry was the most important player on the Golden State Warriors. That's what we're seeing right now with Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Devin Booker is the best. He's the best scorer on the team, right? But Chris Paul is the most important person on the court, right? Because if he doesn't play, then that's a totally different team than we're looking at moving forward. And we see we weren't talking about the Phoenix Suns before Chris Paul got there. So that I think that's the kind of the effect that we're seeing in what Devin Booker may be seeing. But I think at the end of the day, he has the respect, and I think people just really have to appreciate what he's able to do with the basketball and how he's able to put it in the bucket. Because a lot of people who hate LeBron or throw hate on that, it's going to be a different game when he's gone, right? I mean, we're talking what, 2 years maybe? I think he signed for another year. I think he signed for an extra year so he could try to play the year Bronny gets drafted.
Yep.
But I think once he plays a year with Bronny out, he's nothing. He's accomplished everything. He doesn't need anything else. You know what I mean? So like, I think when LeBron leaves, it's going to be different.
Just come on the full 94, and then he accomplished everything.
That's it. Come on.
Yeah, when you come on the full 94,
I receive it, Lord, from your lips to God's ears. Let's go,
man. See, don't be over there prophetically things over there, speaking something into existence, girl.
We receive it,
Lord. Existence. I have to.
We receive that, man, and that's the thing. I think you have to appreciate what you see on the court, because you got to think all the players that we talk about, the Stephs, the LeBrons, the KDs, Kyries, like these people are all in their 30s. It ain't got much longer for this class. You know what I mean? Like that's the part that kind of like scares me, and I'm just like, all right, cool.
It doesn't really scare me. It's not scary, bro. It's more so like
I love it. I'm gonna miss it.
Right. It's like our era.
The game again.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like now we gotta do what the old heads did back in the day. You know, the old heads before us. We gotta be like, oh man, so who coming in next, man? Because they had to sit here with LeBron and be like, I gotta study LeBron's game. They had to sit here and be like, you know what, I have to study Melo and all them other guys. And then all of a sudden Kawhi and all of them come in here, and then you get Steph Curry and all them guys coming in here. That's why I asked the question like years back, like, shoot, when does this class start to show their stuff? And like
the sophomore class right now?
The sophomore class.
Okay.
Like Melo and all of them.
So Melo, Anthony Edwards, Zion.
And then even with Trae Young, that group of guys.
I love Trae, man. I love Trae,
bro.
Man.
I don't think
when they
will,
gonna start dominating? Like, it's gonna be
they can't. Because we
true.
still have the KDs, the
Here's the
LeBrons,
thing.
the Steph Currys.
Here's the thing, sis. Here's the thing.
Don't be crazy, Conrad.
I'm just saying, Lonzo and them in Chicago showed that, like, okay, you know, we still got DeRozan. DeRozan's like, I wouldn't say DeRozan's part of us because he's the tail end of the young folks.
Yeah. Top 10 in MVP voting right now.
Right. So, like, you know what I mean?
Having a
you got
great
this
year.
guy. Right.
He's
You got this guy like balling. You know what I mean?
So if we get into the topic, then who it's gonna bring it to our next topic. However, I want to ask first before we get into the top 15 MVP voting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Who's next? Who's next up? Who are we thinking? Are we thinking Trae? Are we thinking Luka? Like, obviously those are next to the young school, like the new school, but who do you think is next up to become the face right now? Because obviously LeBron's done it for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Steph is kind of doing that right now at this moment. Who steps into that spotlight?
I think it's gonna be a mixture of players.
So not one dominant player.
Not one dominant player. Like,
can Giannis be that?
Hold on.
What is he, 26?
Guys, hold on. Before we go on, I want to go ahead and acknowledge everybody that's in our comments. Sorry, I had the comments turned off. Go ahead and be our reader today, Mr. Miles.
We got you. So Ulysses Wanamaker, Booker. Let's see. Booker's gonna cook them the next time he sees his face looking on Kobe mentality. That's the truth. That's a true statement. But they also got it. They also got a team game that they play in Golden State. Klay Thompson may be back, and Steph is Steph. So I don't know how much that means. I think Booker will cook, maybe 30, maybe 35, and they take a L. I think the next time they play, like he may be back. Klay may be back on the floor.
I can't wait.
All right.
I've seen him warming up. I don't even like the Warriors, but I'm ready for Klay.
All right. We got Baby Baller 313. Good morning, my faves. Glad y'all are back. Yes, that's what I love to hear, man.
Amen.
We're glad to be back, man. I absolutely love it. Now, you know Baby Baller, right? See?
I know both of them people. One's my girlfriend and one's my best friend.
There we go.
So Baby Baller is Baby Baller the girl?
Baby Baller is my girlfriend and Ulysses is my best friend.
Hey, Baby Baller, I heard you with my fans, so hey, dog, you know what I'm saying? Boom, right there. Love you, Baby Baller. I mean, you
absolutely
people like you that keep me humble. You feel me? No,
yeah, that's it.
Baby Baller, love you, man.
That's exactly.
She's gonna give him his flowers.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna get his flowers this morning. Yeah. But that's the thing. Who's next? Does Giannis take that over after winning a championship, two-time MVP and two-time back-to-back MVP, defensive player of the year? Like, I think honestly there is an argument to be made. I would put Steph at number 1, but Giannis easily at number 2, if not 1A. I mean, yeah. KD's absolutely killing it right now. He's a scorer. You already know you are a fan. I know you.
Please don't. Right.
Johnny out here, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
You gave me flowers, dog.
All the flowers.
So you don't. I don't know. I think with Giannis, he's doing great things. Yeah. All the stats that you just said, but he's also doing it in the same time as a LeBron, the same time as a Steph. So it's like. Not taking it from what away from he does, but it's Steph Curry, man. This year, like we already knew he was a great shooter, but this year,
Now, is it fair?
No, it's not.
To be a NBA champion, Finals NBA MVP, NBA Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and back-to-back MVPs. He's under 30. Mm-hmm. He's not 30 yet.
And he's only 20. He's only 27.
He's 26 or 27, I think. Yeah, I'm just
he's still a baby, bro.
Dude's a monster. But but like C said, like in terms of playing with a LBJ, a KD, Steph, like James Harden, like they're just still in the league. But I think Giannis has a very easy argument for being the best player in the NBA. I mean, that's just
when Bron came in, who was the best player in the NBA when Bron came in?
03, so you're probably talking Kobe. It's Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq. They just came off a three-peat.
So
I love Dirk at that time.
Dirk is a monster.
Because we all knew Kobe was the clone of Mike. So you know what I'm saying.
I don't like how you said that.
I mean, I'm no disrespect.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you finish.
It's all respect.
I'm gonna let you finish too.
It's all respect to Kobe.
I
Kobe,
can say I agree with you on that, Connie. I've always said that's why he was not my. I never like. He's great. He's Mamba. I can't help it. When I seen him, I seen MJ.
We had a conversation before the show. I told you things.
I told you things.
I don't want that to change with this comment you're about to make. I want you to tread softly. You got to tread softly here, okay?
But like for real, let's ask the question: Who's going to be the clone of LeBron James? You know what I mean?
There isn't one.
There's no one.
There's no one. Ben was the closest, but he can't shoot.
You said Ben was the closest, but he can't shoot.
I mean, we're gonna be honest. If we're gonna a 6'10" point guard, passing skills like that, it was Ben Simmons. But he can't score, and he's going through his mess right now. So,
bro, who Ben is compared to what's that dude from Coach Carter, Craig James? There's one Craig James.
Hey man, it be like that. What can you do, right? But that's the thing. So like, are we looking at a Trey? Are we looking at a Luka? Are we looking at a Giannis? We understand the individuality and what they bring to the court and the talent that they bring to their team. Trey is very important. Luka is very important. Giannis is very important to their teams. Now, are we saying that Giannis isn't next up? He is the best player in the NBA. And then if we're talking about top 10 kind of next up, you got to think of the Tatums, Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Devin Booker, like that new under 30 class. Because over 30, we already know it's the Steph KDs, LeBron James, like what those teams look like. I'm truly excited that LaMelo Ball has fell into this category and what he's doing in the Hornets. He's averaging right now 20 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. I know another guy who averaged around that same in his second year in the league. His name was LeBron James. I'm trying to understand, LaMelo is on a great trajectory right now. And I mean, at one point they were the number one offense in the league. Now, have they translated to wins? Not yet. But will I watch a Hornets game? No question.
That game against the Bucks.
Oh,
that's when that's when I was like, okay, LaMelo. Okay.
Mad respect. But think about this.
Yeah, well, instead of scoring, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I'm thinking about this: a second-year player who is basically, I mean, even at the end of the game with the jersey swap, what NBA champion, two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, back-to-back MVPs is trading jerseys with a second-year player, a sophomore player?
But LaMelo gave him the business, right?
Respect. And I think LaMelo is different than what he's coming into now. Connie has absolutely been on the Ball brothers. That is, it is what it is.
I give it to you.
But LaMelo, we didn't expect this from LaMelo. Don't shrug your shoulders like that.
I mean, you didn't because
you didn't.
Not this performance.
Top 15 second year.
No, not for the key, not for the MVP run. No.
His pop said, bro. I agree.
Mention LeVar again.
His pop said.
We had this conversation on Wednesday. Say his name.
But you can't be mad at him.
I'm not mad at LeVar. No, the question from the Huddle Up for the people watching who missed it. We have the Huddle Up MTV Sports Wednesday 9:30s. We go live. One of the questions of 494. We have a segment inside of the Huddle Up. The question was, does LeVar Ball deserve an apology? And I said a strong. That was a hard pass because no, you don't come out and tell somebody Lonzo is better than Steph. And then he doesn't live up to it. LaMelo is living up to the hype.
So you're telling me?
Do you truly think he really believed that, though? Do you think he truly believed that he was better than Steph? Don't you think it was strategy to get his boys in the league?
I think LeVar. I'm not going to put anything.
All right, hold on. See,
because he might believe it.
See,
you know what I mean?
All right, so we're gonna test. See, since we're not parents, we're gonna test the father here on the podcast because my man got 3 boys, and you know what I'm saying, his 3 boys could be the Miles brothers. You know what I mean? Like
That
cool.
sounds like a singing group.
I receive it.
Yeah, the Miles boys. You know what I mean?
I received the fame.
Now here's the thing. You know, what's the oldest baby name? What's the oldest baby name?
Lonzo. Mine.
Your oldest baby.
Eden Amir.
Eden goes in there and just dunk in. I mean, he's dominating high school. Eden's dominating high school. You know what I'm saying? And colleges are all knocking down the door. Preferably Clemson University. For some reason, I don't know why he likes the school. I don't know why he likes
playing basketball. I want to make Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky. I'll respect it.
Yeah,
Kentucky's beating down the door. Boom, 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 boom. He's like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? My son could possibly be the greatest player of all time because he's seeing it in his child. He's seeing it in his child. Now, see, walk with me here. He's seeing it in his child. Now, is he going? Now, is Miles going to be like, you know what? I may have the greatest basketball player of all time here. I mean, I'm just saying. See, if you was in the position now, what you saying?
My kid's better than everyone. Period.
My kid's better than everyone.
Period. I don't even care. Period. My kid is better than everyone. That's why I was just saying. Like, do you really truly think he believes that that his kid is better than Steph? No. But to make your kid continuously to work hard, follow that dreams, to live up to the potential of trying to be better than Steph, even though that will never be, but it's a parent thing.
Okay, so let's read this comment, and then the parent on the podcast will respond to the question.
Okay.
Baby Ball 2313. I believe parents are blindsided by their children's talent, and they believe their child is the best player even when someone else is apparently better. I think that is a very true statement, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to what both of you guys are saying. There is no way that you're going to tell me that Eden plays soccer right now. Great at his age level. He went into
he's going to be better than Messi.
He's a
David Beckham.
So look, listen to what I'm saying. So he's in 5th grade. He played up this year with middle schoolers, so 8th, 7th, and 6th graders. So he's getting better. He was basically beating the people in the league he was in, 4th and 5th graders. He got MVP, all that good stuff. Like he was beating that. So we pushed him up a level he could. I didn't want him to continue being the MVP of his age group. I wanted him to get. I basically, if I'm honest about it, I wanted him to get knocked down. I wanted him to understand that yes, you were the best right now as a freshman, right? But what happened, or as an 8th grader, what happens when you go to high school? This is the thing that I'm saying. I think Levar spoke out of turn when he said he's better than Steph. So he's going to be the best. He's going to be this and that, right? Because you're pushing him into the professionals of the game and sport that we love. Yes, he was good in high school. Yes, he was okay at UCLA. But this is the top.
I'm not going to argue. Go ahead.
Come on now, because
your point.
I have a player in De'Aaron Fox that let him have it. So what I'm saying is, we understand that he was a great college player, but you are stepping into the big leagues now. Let that man get acclimated to what he's trying to do. I didn't go into the middle school leagues and like, my son is the best. He's doing this. Yes, he was the best amongst the 4th and 5th graders that he was playing. But I know he's not going to be the best against the middle school. That's why I put him there. But that's what we're working towards. I think Levar stepped out. There was a strategy. It was a marketing strategy, and it blew up, right? Lonzo was in the spotlight. But I without a shadow of a doubt, believe that Lonzo, the spotlight that was on Lonzo in the Laker uniform was too bright for him, and what he had, the potential wasn't there yet. Yes, we understood he was a great passer.
Definitely too bright.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt when I was like, man, this is too big for him. And under a different team. And the good thing that LaMelo has that Lonzo didn't is that that's not a big market team, right? MJ's the owner, but it's not a big market team. You don't put somebody who has to play up to the potential in a Lakers uniform. You don't put them in the Celtics uniform, in the Knicks or the maybe in the Heat. Like the Lakers to me was the jersey was too big for Lonzo at the moment, and I think and later on, like maybe he will be great, but I think LaMelo got the benefit of being in a small market team, and he's absolutely killing it. So I love it. What's it? Ethan, we got question time. More fundamentally sound player, Luka or Yoke? Ooh, that's a great question. See, I'm gonna let you choose first. I'm gonna answer it, but I'm gonna see. Yoke.
I'm gonna go with Jokic.
I like it.
I'm gonna go with Jokic.
I like it. See, Connie, what you think? Fundamentally sound.
Fundamentally sound, Luka.
You think so?
Fundamentally sound.
Fundamentally sound. This is the Tim Duncan type stuff. I think
fundamentally sound, and he's an athlete. So yes.
What about no athletes? Barely jumping over paper, but whatever.
I'm just saying, but I mean for a white shooter.
He's a fiery. I mean, so, you know.
Actually, no. Never mind. Because that'd be disrespectful. Caruso. I don't want to disrespect Caruso like that.
This is what I think. Fundamentally sound.
I'll say Joker.
Fundamentally sound. I'm gonna go with Yoke. I think that's a clean sweep. I think Luka. I think Luka had the benefit of playing overseas. You're the MVP of the EuroLeague. Like that's hard to do at his age. He was a professional for 3 years before he came to the NBA.
Yeah, he started playing professional ball at what, 15?
15, yeah.
Yoke, I think. Oh, man, I think I'm going back and forth on my answer now.
I have to stay with Jokic.
I think. Oh man, you know I'm gonna go Luka. I'm gonna go Luka only because I love his step back jumper. But if we're talking about if his fundamentals aren't sound, that step back doesn't work. Does that make sense? Like the way that he finishes at the goal, he's not a big dunker. His game is finesse, just like Jokic. But I like the question, man. So we appreciate that for the people watching. You shoot us our questions, man. We absolutely love it. Now, before we go.
I ain't never seen Miles stunned like that. So good question.
Good question. Very good question.
Oh man, I was like,
and I ain't never seen.
He's like, my notes do not compute.
Yeah,
he didn't have no sticky for that one.
I didn't say. Did we have that question? Did we talk about that pre-show? Oh man. We got to mention this. We're gonna go into Captain of Cap, and we're gonna go ahead and end it out, man. But I have to talk about this. OKC loses to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, bro, come on.
By 73 points. Now, mind you, this is the same OKC that has beat the Lakers twice this season. Twice. 73 points. Let me tell you the most astonishing stat of the night. John Morant was in street clothes.
Right.
That was the thing.
I was like 73 points. John must be going crazy.
That's what I thought. And then I looked, I was like, oh.
Bro,
when he had texted me that, I was like, no way. I went back and watched the game. I'm like, oh my God, this is atrocious, bro.
It would make no sense to me,
They're
man.
bums. And the Lakers should feel real embarrassed.
We should, bro. It's not even.
You should really feel embarrassed. You lost to them twice, and they just got blown out by 73 with no job.
That's a big fact. Anthony Mendy, let's talk. I think the Lakers won't make the playoffs if they can't figure out who plays best with LeBron. Is the Westbrook a good trade? Was the Westbrook a good trade for the Lakers? Okay, we've talked about this. See, and I see the anger in your face. Look, Westbrook was a good trade. It wasn't the best trade. That's what I'm going to say, because when I watch them and what they do.
I respect that.
You get what I'm saying? So what they were looking for in Westbrook was to fill in those spots when LeBron and AD miss. That's not Buddy Hield. The Buddy Hield trade made sense for the Lakers system if LeBron and AD are younger and not injury prone. LeBron now in his later years, his 19th season, the last 3 years he's had an injury. Every year that has kept him out 10 to 20 plus games. So I think Russ's an Iron Man. Like we don't see Russ be injured, and he goes 110%, 150 miles an hour all the time.
Maybe he should go 100.
Talk. Yeah, right.
Not even 100. Give me that 90. Give me that 95, 97.
Maybe you won't.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I'll speak to that comment and just saying, we did 6 or 7 years of no playoffs. Okay, that era is over. There's no way that we're missing the playoffs. It's not. We're not even going to talk about something that's not going to happen. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to figure.
Bro?
No, we're 24 games into the season.
We
are going to figure. We have 58 games left. We will figure it out. And even if we don't figure out, and it takes us later on in the year to figure it out, we're going to be in the playoffs.
I just want to go to
y'all get a little bit lazy.
You know when you knock your kid upside the head when they're doing something stupid? That's all I want to do to her. I'm gonna call him Roger because that's what I used to call him. Roger.
Go on, Roger.
Oh, Roger. I love it, man. I'm loving the questions too. So that's awesome. I think we're gonna make the playoffs, man. Don't put that negative energy out there on my Lakers.
No, we're making the playoffs, but no, that wasn't.
All right,
I hate that.
Real quick though, before we hit the no cap, I want to go ahead and introduce y'all some Black Air Force moments of the week.
Get to it. I love it.
All right. So I got one. We're gonna go ahead and add to the screen. You know what I mean?
Who we got? Who's dunking?
And this is a young man from the Spurs.
Cam Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, Kelvin. It's Kelvin Johnson. Cam Johnson's That's scary.
Look at the Grant. This Black Air Force right here.
One dribble powers it right
all that Black Air Force coming down.
And road is bad. Oh, excuse me.
Poor Grant.
Oh man.
I mean,
he was made a poster boy that day,
bro.
Definitely was.
All right, I got another one for you.
Let's see.
Tell me what you think. Another Black Air Force moment. Whoa!
Between the legs,
baby.
I remember seeing this. And I was thinking to myself, like, he did not just do that in the game.
Right.
On two guys. Two guys were there. Like, it wasn't like he was by himself. I'm
gonna need them to win some more.
This is very true. And they just fired their GM for violating the code of conduct for the Blazers. So I don't know what's happening in Portland right now.
All right. Well,
got a woman
let's tell you what's going on in New York. You feel me?
I like it. See,
Black Air Force magic.
It was Obi top. Yeah, Obi
top.
Obi gets up, man.
He said, "Look, I'm gonna put this on your head top.
Look how high you got.
Put this on your head top. Put this on your head top, bro.
I like it. I still and that was in Atlanta. I love dunkers we have here in Atlanta. I love it.
All right. And not only that, we got
KP.
We got the unicorn coming in the doggone way.
KP put it on Jared Allen. And the best part about this is that Jared Allen is a solid rim defender. He's a solid.
Porzingis, I need a little bit more from you.
Oh, KP, I got to show it again.
Ooh.
Put it on his head.
Black Air Force moments of the week on the head top.
On his head for sure.
You got to tell him, look.
Hey, if you want to, guys, man, go follow my team, my voice, man. Give us some Black Air Force moments, man. Let us know, dude. I'll check it, and I'll go ahead and put it up for you.
You got to MTMV Sports on everything. We're about to get together a full 94 social media presence, everything. I am working on that. We're going to make that happen. So look out for that coming soon. I have posted some stuff to our TikTok. I am Miles Austin. I've posted some of our shots from here on the Full 94 podcast, little snippets there. I also have talked about my top 5 NBA players at the beginning of the season, and just share my little kind of NBA feeling or news or my opinion, whatever it is, on that TikTok as well. So we will be getting the Full 94 social media presence here soon. So be looking out for that. Now we're going to quickly get into this because we have to actually get off the way for MTMV Sports to continue their day-to-day. Now, look, cap or no cap, LaMelo has moved into the top 15 MVP ladder for those who didn't know what he's leading, averaging 20 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. Cap or no cap, the Hornets make the playoffs this year. See, tell me.
No cap.
No cap.
Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be in the same spot.
Okay. So bright offense led by LaMelo. but not translating to wins. Is that what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
You said no cap, so they're gonna make the playoffs in your eyes.
They are. I think they're gonna make it
Okay.
to the last. Make it to the play-in tournament.
Okay.
Remember last year with the Grizzlies?
Yeah, I like that. And Connie is calling cap. Talk to him,
bro. I mean, good offense does not translate to wins, and you need a defensive presence for a playoff team. Even to get there, man, you got to have some type of grit. They don't have the grit yet. They're flash, but no grit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love playing with each other because they love the lobs and all that other stuff. Yeah. They're always on highlights or whatever, but that doesn't translate to, hey, they got a big victory over a big team or whatever. They had a victory over the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. The Golden State Warriors came back and slapped them around like they were just little mice in the trap of their cats. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
as we found out in 2004, when the Detroit Pistons knocked us around after our three-peat in the Lakers, Shaq and Kobe had Karl Malone and Gary Payton. You couldn't tell me we weren't going to win the championship that year. Defense wins championships. I love the sentiment, Connie. That makes perfect sense to me. Speaking of the Lakers, cap or no cap, Connie? The Lakers in top 5 in the West. Talk to me. You reach for that hat. I'm going to reach to this computer. You know what I mean?
In top 5, bro?
In the top 5 in the West, bro.
I don't know what I'm saying in the West.
Reach for your hat. I dare you. I'm
reaching for the hat, bro. I'm sorry.
Cap. Oh, you watch out. All right,
bro, man.
You're disrespectful.
Go ahead. Say what you say, bro.
I'm saying it. I'm only saying cap right now because I don't see anything clicking, man. Till y'all get rid of y'all problems, man. I don't think that's in y'all future, bro. Sorry.
I can't bet against the King, so
I can bet against the Knicks, though.
Look here. Stop being such a groovy, my man. Come on, bro. Talk about I can't bet against the King. Come on.
I can't,
man. It's hard to do so. It's hard to do so, my boy.
I cannot bet.
He's not going to trade for Russell Westbrook and have AD on your team and not make the playoffs.
She's sponsored by LeBron. She's not sponsored by Nike.
Hey, it happens. It happens. Send me the LJ apparel, sir.
I got you.
I'll rock it with pride. You know what I mean? I will rock it with pride. Let's see. We'll get one more before we get out.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. Is your girl? Is she like a big LeBron fan? Please tell me no.
Baby Baller 313.
Baby Baller, I love you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What is her name?
Ariel, but call her Ari, please.
Ari.
Hey, Ari. I love Ari.
Ari, they're calling you.
I love it. So
Ari, we need you on the show.
A LeBron fan.
Oh, she's gonna make us some full 94, some gear over here on her machine. You know.
Oh, I love it. You gotta send her. Yeah, send her the logo.
That's I got the logo and I got some other designs. And
you got company.
Is she in there? I heard her.
He heard the.
What up, Ari? Gay!
What up?
Ari!
The energy is too real.
Yeah.
I love it.
She can't hear though.
I got you. No worries. You can hear it in there. The energy is too real. I love it.
With the Bonnet Gang, boy.
Bonnet
Gang.
I already know.
Now look, everybody Chronicle.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Everybody.
No sound, so it was the wackest shit ever. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Look, moving forward, like everybody who was watching, all the gear, 494. That's the one right there. Ari's gonna take care of it. We're gonna get this thing. We're gonna talk numbers
fit
too.
by Ari.
I love it. We're gonna drop that, man. Ari, appreciate you so much.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Y'all be safe, man. Now look, again, we get the pleasure of having Ari pop in, some 494 apparel and some gear coming here soon. We're gonna talk numbers off camera. However, thank you for tuning in to the 494. Another week of it, man. Connie Westside, C Monroe, Sports Talk with C. Make sure you connect everything MTMV Sports, the Huddle Up Wednesdays at 9:30. Come check us out, man. We're live just like we are live right now. Every Saturday. We started late today. However, we had some technical difficulties. Somebody might have their eyes closed, but I'm not going to point no fingers, whatever it is. So 10:45. We start late, but 10 a.m. every Saturday. This is what we're gonna do, man. Come check us out. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions coming. Check us out. I am Miles Austin on all platforms. C, what is it? Sport Talk with C on everything.
Yep, on all platforms. Yes.
Sports Talk with C and Connie. What is it? Is it Connie West Side? What's
So this is what you do. I want you to go ahead and write a letter and send it to the pre-op box. But I'm not gonna need you. I'm not gonna need the address.
What's your IG? Don't you got? Ain't you trying to run a business?
Yeah, I know. God, dog. I like to stay. I don't know. I got to stay. My running joke is I don't want nobody knowing what I'm doing. So but
it's Connie Westside.
But you have a business. Everybody needs to know what you're doing.
It's Connie Westside.
There we go.
Connie _
Connie West best _. You know what I'm saying? Check me out.
Check us out, man. Look, we appreciate
officially y'all. Connie Westside on all platforms.
There you go. I love it. Look, 494 podcast. C, Miles, Connie. As always, we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week here. Right, same place. Saturdays, 10 a.m. 494, man. God bless. Peace.
All right. See, stay on.